Hi scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. It's a typepad blog about scrapbooking. I am going to lift myself, and I don't know if this was a different sketch at one time or not, but what you're going to need for this layout are 2 photos and some pattern paper and a bunch of embellishments and maybe a journaling card or 2. And let's see if we can knock this out. So let's put that kind of in the front here. And the way that I work these videos is that I just turn it on, turn the video on, and I press go. So they're not completely rehearsed, although I did a little bit of prep work, so hopefully that will help. Okay. So today I have selected 2 photos of my daughter and I at Halloween last year, and we're taking pictures of each other. And so those are going to be that part of the page. And I guess you can't, I'm still really perfecting this system, or not even perfecting it, just getting used to it. I have moved my scrapbooking room and I'm in a new space. So I did a couple of decisions beforehand because I heard that's a good idea. I don't know. So this is going to be my background, my paper behind us, just because it's easy to look at. That's just a piece of cardstock. And then I've got some blue kind of gingham that is very similar to the costume that I'm wearing. So I know you can't see everything. My videos are great to watch and, well, mostly listen to. And then just glance up every once in a while. I got a comment yesterday from Scrapper Girl who said that she liked it, that she liked the real-time scrapbooking. And I do too. I know there's a lot of process videos out there, and I think that they're a lot better than my videos, but I really like to watch and to hear when the scrapbooker is just, well, they're in real time. I would rather hear their thought process as it's going, rather than, oh, I took 20 minutes and then I selected this perfectly thing, you know, this perfect thing over here, and then I put this over here and have it fast forwarded. Although I like those, and I think they probably flow a lot better than these do, and they're probably easier to look at. But to each their own, and I really like the real time. I like to watch it in real time, and I like to make videos in real time. And I also like to make scrapbook pages on the fly. So I don't like to pre-plan too much. So this is going to be the border. So just take, this has a border. I'm trying to get my light situation perfect, but I don't. And I also make these videos 10 minutes each, so there'll be like a part 1, part 2, depending on how long I go. So there's going to be the outside of it. What do you call that? What do you call that? The foundation page, the base, the cardstock. There's a name for that. I don't remember what it is. Got my trusty glue stick. The other thing I like to do while I'm making scrapbook pages is to stick it and pick it and stick it. So just start sticking things down. If you are one that kind of like, oh, well, should I use this, should I use that? If you just pick it and stick it, then you eliminate all of that second guessing from your own system. So the next thing I'm going to do probably is take this, there's like a hard line here. So I probably just want to create that, and I'm not probably going to stick it down too much. So make rules and break them. But I want to have like a hard line kind kind of just where everything else is going to sit. And this is some Fancy Pants paper, which I think is relatively new. 2013. So I'm going to just cut it. I don't have my paper. I do have one paper trimmer. Hold on. I'm getting used to my space up here because I am in the process of moving my scrapbooking space, and I've honestly been a little afraid of my new space. Really, it sounds crazy, but I just feel like I'll mess it up or I'm going to put stuff in the wrong place. So I've kind of done that analysis paralysis thing where you just think about it too much, and I think that happens in scrapbooking too, and I think it's really great when you can get out of that head zone and stop thinking about it too much, because then you'll be creating. So here's the hard line that's going to go across that has cameras on it, so, because we're taking pictures of each other. Now the next part is to decide which side these photos are going to go on, and in this layout they're on the left, but I think on this layout I think they're going to be on the right. So, oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. Just listen to me. Just don't. So I'm going to start sticking down my photos, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to stick them mostly in the middle so that I can have some space to tuck things in if I need to, which I will most likely need to. So I am going to stick down that border strip just a little bit. I'll use some more adhesive later, but I've just used a little bit of adhesive just to get it kind of in place, and I'm putting it, I don't know, 2/3 of the way down the page. One of the things, I took an comedy improv class a couple summers ago, and one of the things that I learned during that class, which I had heard before, but I never really experienced it, is that the more limitations you have in your creativity, the easier it is to create. So translating that to scrapbooking, if you just start sticking things down, you're basically creating limitations. So then it's much easier to create on this canvas than on this canvas, because something's already happening. So with that, I'm going to pause, and then we'll go to part 2.